Bill Haney has just exposed Floyd Mayweather for supplying peds to Ryan Garcia for the Devin Haney fight. The breaking news is that Ryan Garcia's test B samples have also tested positive for ostarine. Boxing insider Dan Roll tweeted, "Ryan Garcia's B sample results were returned Thursday, one day after being opened. I have the lab reports, and the B samples as expected match to samples. Both are positive for the banned pedoin related to VADA tests the day before and after the Haney fight. April 20th witnessed Garcia's seismic impact on the boxing realm as he sent shock waves through the sport by flooring Haney thrice in their super lightweight clash in New York, ultimately claiming victory via a resounding unanimous decision. But that triumph is seriously in doubt, because tested positive for ostarine in two separate VADA tests that were conducted the day before and the day of the fight. Garcia fervently maintains his innocence regarding the allegations of cheating, and to substantiate his claims, he proactively initiated the process of requesting testing for his B samples, aiming to validate his innocence, with Garcia already testing positive twice the odds of his B samples, yielding a divergent outcome appeared exceedingly slim. Confirmations have emerged that the B samples from both instances of positive testing have validated the initial findings. The New York Commission's investigation into Garcia's positive test results can now proceed since the results have been verified. If convicted, he can lose his boxing license. Raffle tweeted, "Ryan Garcia's B samples positive for ostarine as expected, faces hearing, possible suspension and result of Haney fight being overturned due to failing two tests for the banned ped." However, Garcia's legal team updated the public on his defense in a statement made after the B sample announcement. It read, "Ryan Garcia is committed to clean and fair competition and has never intentionally used any banned substance." Soon after being notified of his positive test, Ryan voluntarily had his hair collected and shipped to Dr. Dawkins, the foremost expert in toxicology and hair sample analysis. The statement further added that the results of Ryan's hair sample came back negative, which is consistent with contamination, and clearly proves that Ryan had not ingested ostarine over a period of time. This would be the only way he could have had any advantage in the ring. It added, "Ryan has voluntarily submitted to tests throughout his career which have always shown negative results. He also tested negative multiple times leading up to the fight against Haney." All of these factors, combined with his ultra-low levels from samples taken on April 19th and 20, point to Ryan being a victim of supplement contamination and never receiving any performance-enhancing benefit from the microscopic amounts in his system. The statement added that are certain one of the natural supplements Ryan was using in the lead-up to the fight will prove to be contaminated. They are currently in the process of testing these supplements to determine the exact source of the contamination. Moreover, Haney's legal representative penned an exhaustive 8-page missive to the New York Commission urging Garcia's disqualification from their bout, thereby potentially securing Haney the win by default. Haney pointed to his decision to withdraw from the competition, attributing it to allegations of ped usage, illicit IV administration, and acknowledging that not making weight was a ploy for an unjust edge. He said, "Honestly, I'm not too interested in it." During the build-up, we've seen a lot of interesting things from him. We've seen his character, we've seen the guy cheat, we've seen the person that he is. I don't see myself ever getting back in the ring with him, but I'm a fighter speaking right now about how I feel. We never know what the future holds." Haney stated that, as of now, he wouldn't entertain a rematch. He explained that Ryan Garcia had shown his character by doing anything to win, including cheating, which is just a reality. Haney emphasized that boxing is just a sport, but Garcia had put his life in jeopardy, making it deeper than boxing. For him, he expressed, "He put my life in jeopardy, so now it's deeper than boxing with me. I want to take this thing somewhere else now. Could have done some real dangerous things to me that night." The scrutiny intensifies as the B sample is scrutinized in the company of a representative from Team King Riot, edging closer to potential repercussions for the fighter. Last week, John Haney threatened Ryan Garcia in a video announcing that the B exam would open in only a few days. The countdown reached its conclusion on Wednesday with the unveiling of the sample. However, Haney didn't hold back in his criticism of Garcia's proposal for a potential new boxing league. In the event of a suspension, Ryan Garcia could be staring down the barrel of a hefty suspension spanning 1 to 2 years, along with a significant financial penalty if he finds himself on the wrong side of a ped test. Once more adding fuel to the fire, Devin Haney's camp, including his corner and promoter Eddie Hearn, are pressing the New York State Athletic Commission to overturn the decision, advocating for Haney to be declared the rightful victor instead. However, such a move would likely extinguish any hope of a rematch between the two fighters. This whole ordeal will just become another anecdote in the convoluted and contentious Ryan Garcia story. If the B sample turns out to be negative, however, it might possibly lead to rumors of a new conflict. In a recent interview with Boxing Social, Garcia minced no words when addressing Eddie Hearn, branding him with Cabron, and accusing him of orchestrating a conspiracy to sideline him from professional boxing. Garcia didn't stop there, threatening to establish his own boxing league should he face suspension. Eddie Hearn is a scumbag. You can't make it look like I'm a cheater. When your own boxer cheated, they're framing me. Garcia made this statement confidently in front of the cameras during an event, but a few hours later, he shocked everyone by snapping a smiling snapshot of himself with the promoter. I don't care if they suspend me my whole life, because I'm going to create my own league and make my own fights. I'm not going to quit boxing. I'm going to quit this boxing, create my own league, and fight on my own. Garcia added on the possibility of being punished after the opening and analysis of his B sample. Meanwhile, Haney vehemently criticized Garcia and his promoter Oscar de la Hoya for resorting to what he labeled a nonsense hair test. Haney took to his X account and made a few harsh postings, disparaging Garcia and his group. In the first of those posts, he wrote, "Ryan and his team knew he would test positive. That's why they did a BS hair test on their own, which who knows if they did it." The San Francisco native subsequently wanted his money returned, which may have included sanctioning costs and the event's whole payment. He declared, "Oscar and answered the phone for weeks, which I'm calling about my money." At 25 years old, Garcia adamantly asserts his innocence, yet the evidence uncovered by tests paints a different picture. Despite claiming ignorance regarding the positive ostarine results, he readily acknowledges consuming ashwagandha, the D3 and omega-3. However, the true origin of the positive test eludes him in his strategic move. His legal counsel opts for a contamination defense in their approach to the authorities. Darren Chavez, a key member among Garcia's court head of legal advisors, expressed to ESPN their firm conviction that a particular natural supplement consumed by Garcia bore responsibility for the situation. He emphasized that the analysis of the hair sample significantly fortified their argument, asserting that their client had not been exposed to ostarine over an extended duration, thus negating any potential advantage it could have conferred to Garcia. In the boxing arena, Garcia's team's last attempt, which used a B sample, produced unfavorable results. Thus, it is unclear if evaluating the supplements will produce a positive outcome. Bill Haney, Devin Haney's father and trainer, responded angrily to Floyd Mayweather after Ryan Garcia's B sample tested positive. Bill is curious whether Mayweather acted as intermediary in Ryan Garcia's acquisition of the PED he allegedly tested positive for. Furthermore, he alleges that Garcia tested positive for 4 different PEDs ahead of his bout. This revelation comes as a surprise to many boxing enthusiasts, as previous reports only mentioned Garcia testing positive for ostarine. Is Bill simply improvising on the fly? He seems scattered today, hopping from one interview to another, responding to the news about Ryan Garcia's B sample allegedly testing positive. Yet Ryan's legal representatives have countered with a state asserting they conducted a hair follicle test, which yielded a negative result. At this point, who are the supporters to believe? Should they focus on the urine that was positive or stick with the hair follicle test that was negative? Bill Haney criticized Floyd Mayweather, pointing out that on April 20th, Mayweather was grinning from ear to ear, eager to tell the world about the 3-2 he helped Ryan Garcia come in overweight. With Haney noted that now with Garcia testing positive for PEDs, Mayweather wants to head for the hills and go quiet, as if he were somewhere in Dubai. Bill added that wherever Floyd is, he and the world want to know more. He acknowledged that they knew Mayweather was the middleman for Ryan Garcia, but questioned whether he was also the middleman for the PEDs. "Well, I'ma tell you, Floyd, wherever you at, what me and the world want to know is we know you was the middleman to Ryan Garcia's victory, but what we want to know is, are you the middleman to the steroid?" The New York State Commission faces a pivotal decision. Should they bar Ryan? What's the upside for Haney? Fans are grappling with the notion of Haney emerging victorious. The ultimate bout lies in a rematch with Ryan. How does Haney triumph? If Ryan faces suspension spanning 1 to 2 years, it's challenging for boxing fans to decide which of the contradictory tests, urine versus hair follicle, to believe. What will you do, Ryan, if the science is clear? However, Bill Haney, this even with anger, didn't mince words as he blasted Ryan Garcia with accusations of being a deceptive competitor. Bill mentioned the ramifications of Ryan's positive test result, which some people interpret as a hint that they will take this to court. Bill Haney remarked that there is nothing funny about what the Garcia team and Ryan Garcia did, and warned them to expect something serious as there are ramifications for their actions. He stated that no one violates a Haney, emphasizing that they signed up for a fair fight and did not get it, labeling Garcia as a cheater. He highlighted that Devin represents being a clean fighter, not cheating, not using PEDs, and not being a bad example to kids. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for the latest notifications so that you never miss out on videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.